Hey everybody, today I'm doing a review on BPAL, also known as Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab. It's a perfume oil company. Now, I went online and I looked at their website, which can be quite overwhelming because they offer many different scents. But it's really, the best word that I can use to describe it is kind of magical. You go on there, they have all these different types of categories, and they list all the descriptions. They all have very interesting names based on all kinds of interesting things. Their descriptions can be from pretty straightforward to very long, extensive, flowery type of speech in explaining the perfume notes. I've also been a little bit more cautious about the type of perfumes that I use. Now, regular perfumes, I spray them on my clothes, no big deal. Perfume oils, that goes on your skin, so I want to be a little bit more careful about that. Nothing on the website said that their perfume oils do not contain phthalates. Now, usually with high-quality perfume oils, there aren't carriers or any fillers or anything like that, so usually you don't have to worry about it, but I just wanted to make sure, so I emailed the company and they got back with me, and sure enough, the short answer is no, they don't contain any carriers, fillers, anything you can't pronounce, no phthalates. It's good quality oils. I have a list of everything that I wanted to talk about because I didn't want to end up being all over the place, so bear with me. I copy pasted and printed out what's written on their homepage of their website because I just thought it was amazing. I wanted to read it. It says, "Welcome to the lab. We specialize in formulating body and household blends with a dark, romantic gothic tone. Our scents run the aesthetic gamut of magical, pagan, and mythological blends, Renaissance, medieval, and Victorian formulas, and horror gothic themed scents. By utilizing our knowledge of homeopathy and aromatherapy, the conceptual theories of hermetic alchemy, and the aesthetic artistry of perfumery, we have mastered the art of encapsulating allegorical ideas into singular olfactory experiences. We are the first of our kind and have for over 15 years of practical experience in the field. Our expertise shows. We pride ourselves on the artistry of our products, and our skill is their creation. All of our products are hand-blended here in our laboratory. Integrity and dedication is vitally important to us, and we do our best to provide the best possible product and slavishly good service to all our clients." Which is very true. I sent a few emails, one questioning something on my order, right back to me within the same day, asking about the formulas and if it contained any bad ingredients. Within a day, maybe within 2 days, I got a response back. So very good customer service. I really like them. Now, it's going to take a little while because these are perfume oils. They're created. I do believe that the turnaround time is 14 to 21 days. With not including shipping, but you might want to check the website just to make sure that that's accurate for the time that you're ordering. Shipping on everything is $7.50 for up to $150 purchase. If you go over $150, then it goes up from there. Now, what they offer are 5 milliliter bottles, which are probably about that. I don't have a 5 milliliter bottle to show you, but they're about this size, and probably about that big around. And they start at $17.50 and they go up from there. Some of their limited editions, special editions, are going to be more pricey. Now, they offer samples, which are called imp ears or just imps, and they are this size. Now, it looks like a small amount, but these are perfume oils, so they are highly concentrated. There's no alcohol in here. You just use a little dab. You can, my best advice for you is if you try perfume oils, start very small and build up from there so you don't end up walking around just like reeking of perfume oil because you can totally overdo it. Now, you can get Imp Ear singularly for $4, except for in the limited edition. Most limited edition categories do not have imps available, and if they do, they're in prepackaged imp sets. Now, you can also get 6 for $22, which is what I got, because I wanted to try a few things. I went with some of their most popular scents, and they also have a forum which is linked on their website, so you can go there and look up reviews for all the different scents. Now, these are all from the general catalog categories, which means that they are always available. They also have other categories that tend to be like seasonal. They won't offer anything for a while, but it remains open, so you know that it's coming back eventually. And then there are other limited editions where it's super amazing. They have categories for inspired by Alice in Wonderland, The Last Unicorn, Hellboy, Neil Gaiman, all different kinds of RPGs. I mean, just all different kinds of really cool and somewhat geeky categories, which I really, really love. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. That's why I wrote all this down, because I didn't want to forget anything. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start talking about the scents and trying to describe them. Now, I described candle scents, but perfume oils are going to be quite a bit different because you have skin chemistry involved. And that means that it's going to smell different on everybody. So I'm going to try to do the best that I can to describe these scents and how they reacted to my skin chemistry. Anyway, this is their most popular. It's snake oil. Now, it says, by far our most popular scent, magnetic, mysterious, and exceedingly sexual in nature, a blend of exotic Indonesian oils sugared with vanilla. Now, and this is from the Ars Amatoria section, which, side note, some of the artwork in some of the categories is not for children. The Ars Amatoria, am I saying that right? Amatoria is more sexy scents, and the artwork on there is definitely not for kids. So I'm just an FYI for those younger than 18. I mean, I'm not stupid, I know, but I just wanted to put it out there just to let y'all know, an FYI. Anyway, snake oil. Now, I don't really care for it. When I put it on, it just basically smells like a lot of incense, which I don't mind a little bit of incense in my perfume, but it was just kind of overwhelming and cloying, and it just wasn't really great. Now, people swear by the snake oil. If you let it age, the better it gets, and it doesn't smell anything like it does fresh out of the lab. So I'm going to hold on to it. I'm not going to get rid of it or anything, and I'm just going to put it up and let it age and come back to it, and maybe it will be excellent, like everybody says. As of right now, I'm not a fan. Okay, the second one I got is O, as in the big O, and it's under the same category of sexy scents. This one is the scent of sexual obsession, slavery to sensual pleasure, and the undercurrent of innocence defiled utterly. Amber and honey with a touch of vanilla. Now, whenever I first put this on, honestly, it smelled, for those familiar with Candles by Victoria, it smelled like Victoria's oatmeal, milk, and honey, which I got really excited at first because that, to me, smells kind of like sweet pipe tobacco, and I really enjoyed it. I didn't really know how I was going to like it on my skin. After a while, it got to be a little bit too much, and I was like, wow, I smell like my great-grandpa. But after a while, it mellowed out, and it just became like a sweet, powdery fragrance. It's okay. It's definitely not my favorite, though. Okay, this next one is Morocco. I don't know if that's working. Sorry if it isn't. And this is in the Wanderlust category, which is based on all different places all over the world. Morocco, the intoxicating perfume of exotic incenses wafting on warm desert breezes. Arabian spices wind through a blend of warm musk, carnation, red sandalwood, and cassia. This was the same going on as it was later on throughout the day. It was sweet and powdery and musky. This one also isn't really a favorite. I don't dislike it. It's just not a favorite. It's not one that I'll go back to. And I normally like the darker, muskier scents. I mean, it kind of gives me a little bit of a headache. So, this one just didn't really work that well for me. Okay, this one is probably my favorite out of the whole order, and I'm going to be getting a big bottle in this. And it is Dorian. And Dorian is from the Sin and Salvation category, and it had a very long description, so I'm just going to kind of paraphrase. It's inspired by Oscar Wilde's literary character Dorian Gray from the book The Picture of Dorian Gray. It has 3 pale musks and a dark sugared vanilla tea. And that's what it smells like. It smells exactly like that. It smells exactly like that going on. It smells exactly like that through the day. It was my favorite. It was my husband's favorite. It's musky, but it's not like heavy musky. It's like a nice light musk with this like sweetness, and you can smell the tea and maybe almost like a tinge of a citrus or maybe like a ginger. I'm not too sure. But it smells awesome. Awesome. Yes, that smells absolutely wonderful. And I think it's marketed as a unisex scent. It doesn't really seem unisex to me, but it isn't exactly over the top, womanly, florally, foo-foo either. So, I mean, I guess, some guys can pull it off, but I like it for me. Okay, the next one is Sudha Sagara. And named after the primordial ocean of milk where Lord Vishnu reclines upon the 1,000-headed Naga. Sweet milk and warm healing ginger with a touch of golden honey and our blend of ambrosia. This is from the Bewitching Brews category. I kind of liked it at first. You can definitely smell the ginger and what else is in there? The honey. But on dry down, after probably about 30 minutes, it smelled like a citronella candle. I don't like citronella. I mean, I can tolerate it, but I don't want to walk around smelling like it. So that didn't work on my body chemistry at all. Okay. The next one is Kali. And this one also had another long description. And this is from the Excolo, I think that's how you pronounce it, category, which is a bunch of different gods and goddesses. Kali is the Hindu goddess. This perfume, a Hindu goddess, not the, there are many. This perfume is a blend of the sacred blooms of cassia, hibiscus, musk rose, Himalayan wild tulip, lotus, and osmanthus, swirled with dark chocolate, red wine, tobacco, balsam, and honey. So there's a lot going on in this one. I really, really love this. This is like a grown-up sweet perfume. It is definitely sweet, but it isn't like entirely candy sweet. And I can't like smell it and pull out everything. Everything just blends so well. I wrote down here that the dry down reminds me of a Christmas store. That's the only way I can describe it, like walking into a Christmas store. It's not necessarily spicy, but there was something about the sweetness and maybe mixed with the tobacco and the wine. I don't know, but something about it reminded me of a Christmas store. I'm weird. But it smells really, really good. I don't know that I'm going to get a big bottle of that right away because I want to get the Dorian. I want to try some other ones too. So, but that's definitely a good one. Now, I got 6 of the imps in a package for $22. And they also included 2 free imps, which I thought for one order of imps that was very generous of them, considering that these are $4 a piece retail. So this is $8 for free in an order that was only $22, not including shipping. So I thought that was extremely generous, and I was very surprised about that, pleasantly surprised. Now, the first one that they sent me was Odin, which I thought was kind of cool because I'm part Swedish, and so I'm into all the Norse mythology. And that is also from the Excolo category. This also had a long description, so I paraphrased. Odin, the Norse god. His scent is dry elm bark, aromanth, warrior's musk, and Odin's 9 herbs of power. I wrote very woodsy and musky, and as it dried down, it got more musky and even spicy. This is definitely a man scent. Now, I didn't try it on my husband yet. He's not really into perfume oils. I don't know, maybe I can get him to try it one day. I don't know, maybe. But it's definitely a man scent. I liked it, but it was extremely strong and extremely musky. So, I mean, it was okay. I just have one more. And my last free one was New Orleans. And it was also in the Wanderlust category. It says, reminiscent of hothouse blooms on a humid night, ripe but touched with decay. Sweet honeysuckle and jasmine with a hint of lemon and spice. I wrote it's a super strong mixed floral. I didn't think I was going to like it at first because it was heavy on the jasmine. Is it jasmine? Is that what that was? Yes. Heavy on the jasmine. But on dry down, probably about 30, 45 minutes later, I swear it smelled exactly like Lush's Flying Fox, which is jasmine and honey. So I really, really like New Orleans. I was really glad that I got that as a free one. Now there are two others that I'm dying to try, but they're in a seasonal category called Carnival Diabolique. And I don't know when that's coming back, hopefully soon. There's 2 that I want to try, which sound amazing and get a lot of great reviews. The first one is Boom Slang, and that contains snake oil plus cocoa, teak wood, and rice milk. Doesn't that sound good? And the other one is Agrat Bat Malat, which is amber, cream, honey, apple blossom, musk, caramel, and teak. Those sound like they smell amazing, and I'm dying to try those. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm leaving out. If I leave anything out, I'll put an annotation or something somewhere. I did want to talk about this. This a little card came with the order, and it just has their logo and their information on it, and it's very cool. But on the back of it, I know people collect these. Look at that. Isn't that creepy? It's like out of a photo, like an old-timey photo. Very ghost-ish. That was stupid. Anyway, as always, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks for watching.